Hello and welcome to another Forge Alliance Forever cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at a 1v1 on Open Waters v2. In the bottom we have Duras as the red UEF, and in the top we've got Newbie McNoobcake as the blue Seraphim. Open Waters is essentially open palms, but it's been flooded by a catastrophic flood that has caused the entire middle of the map to be put underwater. The high ground in the middle is still present, along with the sides, which usually require drops, can now be accessed by an NG. Like Open Palms, this can be played as a 2v2 or 3v3, in the same way you would with either these three versus these three, or these two versus these two. But you can also place it in the traditional 1v1. It looks like Duras is rushing the Hydra with his ACU, getting second air. And Newbie McNoobcake just using 2 engineers to the Hydro, and his ACU will walk to the middle. It will encounter an engineer from Duras who will also be in the middle. The Navy will be interesting. Seraphim have a good advantage because of the floating arty Zuthi, which can do quite a bit of damage. He can just, if he loses this beachhead, he can just spam across. Well, this is an unprecedented move, moving to the center. Usually you send your ACU to the side and have them fight up or down. Looks like first interceptor. Durst is rushing it up for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Maybe he wants that early scout. Zuthi probably will just kill this engineer and then move to the middle. But now Duras will see that, and his reaction is have his NG run away. And it's not spotted, but he sees the factory, so he knows something's up. Now, serious air cover for Duras. Air factory has not been constructed by Newbie, just additional land factories, and his ACU looks like it will be building a transport really quickly. Not the best use of build power in the world. Bomber sees it. Engineers building a factory. Looks like that will be complete before Newbie giving him the slight advantage. Durst will need to win the naval so he can counter the Zuthi. Drops now coming out. Newbie has managed to get there. Tech 1 anti-air will be useful. Now if this bomber can hit one of these engineers before it builds a factory, then that will be a huge loss for Newbie. And that's exactly what... No, it's not. Looks like the plan is just to harass the factory, which won't do that much. I mean, that took maybe 10 seconds to make. What's the build time on that? Yeah, that sets you back 9 seconds. But that could set them back more than a half a minute. Now the bomber's coming out. Will it kill him in time? Possibly. If it gets him on the first pass. But multiple engineers here, setting up lots of mexes. No factories yet. Looks like one engineer just walked across that was in the middle. Oh, and that was critical timing. Just gets the factory done and takes out the NG. 2 frigates out. And a sub coming out from Newbie. But sub also coming out from Duras. Lots more build capacity on that. Duras now deciding that he needs to start a land spam. Frigates will be effective at stopping the Zuthi. The frigate, despite being quite a weak unit, overall can easily take out floating Tech 1. I mean, only 170 health on those guys. 5 bombers coming in. These could... You'd have to give them quite a few passes to take it out. But they'll prevent construction. So maybe 2 or 3 passes. But Newbie is moving his ACU across. The frigates have retreated. Sub should be gathering good intel. 2 kills on that. It looks like the factory will be destroyed by the bombers. Quite a interesting move. A forward drop from NG's now built a point defense. Looks like the right side will completely fall to Duras. Split map control advantage there. The plan is to go 2v1 with the subs. Duras will continue to have naval control. This factory has just stopped building completely. So Newbie controls this center, but Duras controls the entire right side and part of the left side. One factory is now producing, as opposed to soon 2. Now bombers just no respect for these floating units. Will move in and take out a good majority of them. You'll be trying to get subs up, torpedo launchers up. Fails, or you might fail. Frigate's forced to retreat against Zufi. Torpedo launcher gets completed. Has about half health though. Nice placement on stationary Tech 1 flak. So far it's got 4 kills. Looks like he'll move his ACU across. Duras just keeping his ACU back at base, his build capacity. He needs to get it up here. Maybe some Tech 2 point defense. Gunships. Those will be his saving grace. Frigate AA, not that good, but will prevent too much in the way of... Now, tanks need to kill this. Do they know it's there? Nope. Or at least that. Duras has made a large presence, possibly looking to do arty drops across the ridge. It's a very good position to attack your opponent from. Usually doesn't have air cover, but a drop now coming in. Multiple Tech 2 point defenses. Gets hit by anti-air. And it successfully lands. Newman now in quite a bit of trouble. He's got gunships. Duras has air control and a navy. Tech 2 point defense is now going up. He's going down quite low health. This has turned out to be a very bad move. Goes down below 30 health and goes down in this 11-minute game. We saw Newbie start a very risky move, land spamming across the ridge. Duras managed to keep a lot of air out the whole game, kept air domination, and went Tech 2 with the air and managed to finish him off with gunships and Tech 2 point defense. Maybe he saw that he'd lost the right side and needed to do something risky, but I think those sending his ACU across here and pushing down would have been a much better option. So I hope you enjoyed this cast. Good night.